So this video is basically just say thank you for 50 subs and here comes a crazy story time. Now this story time takes place about a year ago and it's like a bad mistake, you know. Well, it was it was mine and it was this my stepmom's. Now I never really liked my stepmom, to be honest. Like I got along with her, but I don't know, I've just always thought she's been a right twat. But anyway, Dad, if you're watching this, I don't give a fuck what you say. So, I go to my dad's, right, one day. This time, not this time, but like, it was around last year. And, he lives quite far away, so I never see him. But, you know, we do hop on PlayStation and play games together now and again. But I don't think he knows the full story about what's happened. So, Dad, if you're watching this, you need to listen, right? Now, this is the full story, literally the full story. And basically, my mum rings me and goes, "Oh, what are you doing?" And I'm like, "Oh, I'm just at Dad's, chilling with Dad, playing PlayStation." She goes, "All right, okay, what are you doing?" So I was like, "Oh, we're about to go camping soon." So you know, we go camping. I, before that, I said bye to my mum, I love you, and we go camping. And you know, it was me, my stepmom, my two younger sisters, and my dad. And there was just so much shit in the car. They literally went overboard on the car to go camping for like 3 days. It was pointless. But anyway, so Dad had to take a bus, so I went with my stepmom and my two sisters. And I just sat there on the bus, not on the bus, in the car, headphones in, not caring the world. Trying to fall asleep and shit. And we arrive at the camp. We set the tent up and we go. We go see what's about and shit. So we go around and see what's up, and you know, everything's fine. Everything is swell. It's going absolutely smooth, right? But you know, I I started to feel a bit left out on the camp. It was like the girls would get something, but they'd like get me something, but it's not as expensive as their stuff. So I felt like I know this sounds pity, but I did feel left out, even though I never see my dad. Surely he should give me, a bit more than my two sisters, because they see him every single day. Like, do you get me, guys? And so I got pissed off, and I kept that to me. I didn't tell anyone. Now, the day we were leaving, my dad texted my uncle. I was like, "Oh, are you still picking me up in Birmingham so you can take me home?" And my dad turns to me and goes, "Harley, I don't think your uncle can pick you up in Birmingham." Well, I think it was Birmingham anyway. And I go, "Ah, so what's gonna happen now?" And oh my god, I'm not sure if my dad heard this, but Dad, this is what she fucking said. I swear to God, this is what she said. She goes, my stepmom now, she turns to me and goes, "Harley, everyone's bending their backwards for you. Why can't your mum do it for once?" And I'm sat here, I'm like, sorry, my mum's raised me till the age whatever I am now. Like, I'm 16 now, so she raised me for 16 years. She's put food on the table, put a roof over my head. You know, actually given me stuff that I wanted. And my dad, oh wow, he's rang like once every month, maybe twice if I'm lucky. He only buys me Christmas and birthday presents. It's not that she don't bend a. Oh, that's just pissed me off. That has. So I was like, all right, okay. I put my earphones in. I just started to listen to my music, and I was just sat there on the bed whilst everyone was packing the tent up, and my dad was like, right, me and you are going on the bus. There's no more room in the car. So I was like, all right, good, let's go. My dad asked me, he was like, "Why are you in a hurry to go?" I was like, "Dad, can we just go and talk about it after?" And Then we got home, literally done fuck all, just sat there. I was still pissed off, and the bus journey was like an hour to 2 hours. It was actually gross. But then my stepmom comes home, got the girls a McDonald's, but she literally could have bought one for me, and I could have warmed it up. But no, she's all for the girls and just does not think about me as my dad's son. So, you know, I was like, alright, I'm off upstairs. I'm just gonna close my eyes for a bit. And this was around 7 o'clock in the afternoon. And then I wake up 7 o'clock in the morning. Now, my dad's gone out to work. My stepmom's gone out to work. And my two sisters have gone out to see, like, this person that they go and see. To, like, they babysit. And, basically, my mum rings me and goes, so what have you been doing? And I was like, oh, nothing much. And then I explained to her, dad's making me really feel left out, and, he's giving the girls, like, stuff and just leaving me out. And my mum was like, right, I'm gonna go nuts. So, my mum being my mum, I'm not sure if you guys know my mum, but she goes nuts, right? And, no, I was like, Mum, no, not yet. I need to tell you something. And she was like, oh, what's that? So I explained to her what Sarah said. Oh, shit. I'm gonna beep that out if I can. Um, so I explained what my stepmom said, and she was like, oh, that's not good. That is not fucking good. So I was like, Mum, just don't ring Dad or Nan or anyone. She was like, alright, I won't. And the next thing my dad's telling me to do the dishes because, like, he left a note on the side saying, do dishes, keep house clean. So, I do what my dad tells me to do. I done the dishes, and, you know, I keep the house clean. Now, my dad was like, oh, you can go on the PlayStation if you want. So I go on the PlayStation for a bit, and then next thing you know, I get a phone call from my mum. And she was like, oh, I just spoke to your dad. I'm like, no, mum, no. What have you done now? She was like, oh, I haven't done anything. I just told him what you told me. I was like, Mum, you can't do that. You can't. I told you not to. And she was like, no, I don't care. He doesn't treat my son differently to his girls. I was like, oh, cheers, Mum. Shout out to Mum. But then, so my dad being a twat. Dad, if you're watching this, you are a twat for saying this to my stepmom. Um, I'm guessing he rang my stepmom and goes, did you slag his mum off? And, probably, yeah, she probably said no, I didn't, but I know for a fact she did. And then she came home and she said, Harley, do you want to go home this weekend? I was like, yeah. And she was like, why is that? I said, I don't need to tell you. Why do I? You're not my mum. And she was like, good. Because if I was your mum, I'd be hell of a cunt mum to you. I was like, no, I ain't having that. So I was like, alright, fuck off. She was like, no, you're under my roof. I was like, fine, I'll fuck off then. So, I went upstairs, packed my bags, and, I just walked out, not caring the world. And then, I'm getting like 12 phone calls from my dad. My dad's like, right, where the fuck are you? Where are you? I was like, oh, I'm just around. Like, the place he lives is like a city, so it's like massive. I don't know my way around, but I knew a way around like my dad's block and like where Mackey's is and like KFC and shit like that. And my dad came to find me, bought McDonald's, and then sat down, had a talk. I was like, Dad, I just want to go home. I don't like it here. And he was like, alright, okay, we'll try and book bus times for you. Now, you wouldn't say that to your son. He was like, right, I want to go. Won't you like try and convince him to stay for a bit longer? But no. And then next day comes, and my nan rings me and she's like, right, I need you to apologize to your stepmom. I was like, what am I apologizing for? She's the one that slagged my mum off, and I just didn't like it. Nobody slags my mum off. Then instantly she goes, oh, just please do it for me, do it for me. I was like, alright, okay. So, you know, I met my dad after work, and then we went back home. Now, I waited till the girls were in bed to do this, right? So it was like 8 o'clock-ish. And then, I was like, I'm sorry for yesterday. I shouldn't have, like, kicked off or anything. She was like, what are you sorry for? I was like, well, one, I'm sorry for kicking off, as I just said. And two, I'm sorry for, you know, blanking my sisters because I ignored them. Because when I'm pissed off, I talk to no one. And then she turns to me and goes, what else? I'm like, what do you mean, what else? That's literally all I've done. She was like, lying to your mum. I was like, oh my god, don't even start. I was like, look, I have not lied. You clearly slagged my mama off, and my dad was in the room this time. I wanted to go nuts. I literally did, but I know my dad will go nuts as well. And, you know, luckily my dad found a bus the next day, and, but, you know, the thing is, if you think someone's under the thumb, say, because I think my dad's too under the thumb with this bitch. I really don't like the cunt. Sorry, Dad, I don't give a fuck if she's your wife. I don't give a fuck. You know, I really, really don't like her because she slagged my mum off. Dad, you're lucky I still like you, to be honest. After, you know, you call my mum a bitch ages ago, but, you know, that's it. You know, you're my dad. You know? But that's my stepmom who, you know, doesn't give a fuck about me. You know, and it's just pissed me off because she's when you first got with her, she's the one that fucking, you know, stopped you from seeing me. So yeah, thank you all guys for watching. That is now the end of my 50 subscriber special, and I'm sorry it's going up late, but it's just the way it is now because I literally have been busy all day. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching. I shall see you guys in the next video, and you know, if you're new, subscribe. If you're not, you know, like the video. Right, in a bit.